Hello, I am Dani Huto from IT branch, and this is the summary video for week 7 basic entrepreneurship class. In this week, we have studied about MVP, MLP, testing, and a little bit about business plan. So without further ado, let's begin the summary. Firstly, the strategy canvas. It is a visual framework which helps a company to plot and compare its offerings against its competitors across various factors. There are several purposes for it, like it maps the current state of competition in the market. It highlights differences in value proposition. It identifies opportunities to create a blue market. Now we can understand it with the help of an example. This is a simple example of a strategy canvas for the company Cirque du Soleil, which is a famous entertainment company. Now we compare this company with its competitors on various factors like price, star performer, animal shows, etc. Now blue line represents this Cirque du Soleil, and the red lines represents its competitors. Now by looking at the graph, we can see that Cirque du Soleil do not offer much in these factors like star performers and animal show, while it offers more in factors like multiple productions and artistic music and dance. Now, this results in a shift from competition in a crowded market, which is also known as the red ocean, to create a new market called blue ocean. In this way, we can create a strategy canvas. Next, MVP, minimum viable product. This is the version of a new product that allows a team to collect the maximum amount of validated learning about customers with the least effort. This MVP contains enough feature to attract early adopters. Now, this is important because we can test customer experience by early release and also save costs. Now, this MVP works on the principle called lean principle, which is build, measure, learn, and this goes on in rotation. Now we have various features of MVP like purchasable. The MVP contains enough value for a customer to be willing to buy it. Now it also contains feedback mechanism, which helps us to collect feedback from our customers. Future benefits. It promises enough future benefits to hook the early adopters. Focus. It is a product the customer is willing to use, not just a theoretical concept. We can create MVP. In order to create that, first we need to define the MVP. And in order to define it, we have three steps. Firstly, we need to identify specs, identify different offerings and factors that we are providing to our customers. We need to set a timeline for which the MVP is to be tested, and we need to be thrifty. This means that we need to make our MVP by spending as low money as possible. Now we have this feature ranking. By ranking these features, we can determine which features are to be added in the MVP. This feature ranking consists of two cross two metrics. We use the impact versus urgency metrics to determine which features belong in the first launch. Now next is minimal lovable product MLP. This is the simplest product version designed to be delightful and create an emotional connection with our customers. So there is a difference between MVP and MLP. The MVP focuses mainly on the functionality, while the MLP focuses mainly on user experience and design to make it more attractive for the customers. Now, MVP is the fastest way to validate the idea, while the MLP requires more polish to differentiate. In order to test our MVP and MLP, we need to ask two questions. What is my riskiest assumption? What is the smallest experiment I can do to test this assumption? This building of MLP is an iterative process because we first need to build an MVP, then go to MLP, then we need to test it, and then we finally need to collect feedbacks. We do this again and again in order to improve the quality of our product and go towards the prototype and product portion. We have business plan. There are several components of a business plan. Firstly, we need to differentiate between the model and plan, the business model and business plan. The business model describes how an organization creates, delivers, and captures value, while a business plan is a document that deals with organizations' overall strategy and expected financial performance for the upcoming years. There are three pillars of a business plan: the sales plan, people plan or a hiring plan, and the financial plan, the sales plan. A sales plan forecasts unit sales and outlines the leads needed to hit their target. Now, there are various methods to do this, like lead driven, length of sales cycle, intuitive, test market analysis, and historical forecasts. In lead driven, we value each lead source based on past data. In length of sales cycle, we analyze how long it takes a lead to become a sale. In intuitive, we trust salespeople personal expertise to forecast sales. In test market analysis, we use a limited launch to analyze response and refine the forecast. In historical forecasting, we use past data to project sales assuming stable growth. Now we have an approach tip to apply this method. We can use bottom-up approach for realistic market size. Now the sales plan, which helps us to acquire customers. This is in the funnel shape as you can see in the diagram given. It is a process to turn potential buyers into actual customers. Now this funnel contains several stages like target market, leads, prospects, and customers. By target market, we mean men how many people have the problem to that we want to solve. In leads, this lead is a subsection of the target market that is in our reach. Now, in prospects, these prospects are the people who show interest in our this product we are building, and these customers. This is the final stage, and these are the people who are willing to pay for our product. Now, in this week, we also did various activities like building the strategy canvas for our own idea, and we also estimated the amount, total cost for building the MVP for our idea. And and with that, we ended our week 7 session. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.